Yes, children. Hello, everyone. Good day, all of you. This is Nagashri ma'am here. So, look here. I want all of you to take out your maths textbook. Okay? Maths textbooks. And then, yes. So, hope you all have completed the notes. Okay? Whatever I have done in block 1, numbers up to lakhs. So, hope you have, yes, gone through the lesson thoroughly and written all these questions wherever I have marked, okay, wherever I have written as CW, and I have even explained it to you. Yes, children. So that and all those questions and all I want to be written in classworks neatly. Yes, hope you all have completed the classworks. Even this one also, comparing the numbers and all. So yes, children, now forming numbers. So I want all of you to once watch the video of the 3rd standard. Yes, where I have done in detail what is forming numbers, what is comparing numbers. Yes, how to arrange the numbers to form the, yes, biggest digit and the smallest digits and all. To form the smallest number and the biggest number and all. How to, yes, arrange the numbers given. Okay, which will be actually taken as digits while forming the numbers. So we have to be thorough with the place values also. Yes, hope you all are, yes, thorough with the place value, comparing the signs and all. So now I want you to go through the video of 3rd standard in which I have taught, yes, forming 2-digit, forming 3-digit numbers and all. Yes, and then come back. Hello kids. Yes. So I'm going to continue with this block 1 in maths. Okay. In maths book I'm going to continue with the block 1, that is reviewing 3-digit numbers. Hope you all have completed the classwork, right? Wherever I have mentioned CW, okay, you have to write that particular question. You have to copy the question and write the answers in the classwork. I have also explained it to you. Yes, children. So if you have any doubts, please watch the video once again. Attend the class once again. And if you have any further doubts, you can message me in the WhatsApp group. Okay, so here number 3, number 4 and this one. From this page, number 3 and number 4, I want you to do it in your classworks. Copy the questions and do it in your classworks. Yes, children. So can you see here? I have marked here, I have written here also CW and here also CW. Yes. So that means, as I explained, I asked you to make a note of it so that you can write later the notes in your classwork. So if you have completed, then well and good. Let us move on to the next page. Okay. So here, making hundreds. So before discussing making hundreds and all, I want all of you to tell me whether you know what is estimation. Yes, children, do you know what is the meaning of estimation? No need to write this. I will tell and I will give you notes. I will tell, copy it down and then I will write. Okay? Yes. So, what is the meaning of estimation? That means, if I write 3 and if I ask you to write, okay, the nearest number of 3 to its nearest 5. So when you see 3, okay, 1, when you count 1, 2, 3 on your fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When it is compared to 5 and it has to be estimated to nearest 5, we say. That means, yes, 3 is in the middle, right? So 5 means it can be, yes, written as 5. If I tell you 2, okay, and if I ask you to estimate to nearest 5, then it becomes 0 because 2 is close to 0 than 5. Look, it is 1, 2, 3. 3 steps away from 5, but only 2 steps away. That is 1 step away from 0. Okay, children? Look here. This is 2 and after 1, then 0 is here. So, it is only 1 step away from 0. But what about 5? 5 is here. So, 1, 2, 2 steps away from 5. Yes, 2 steps away from 5. So it is, yes, it is rounded off. What we say, it is rounded off to 0. This is called the estimation. When I ask you, yes, to round off to the nearest tens. Okay, to round off to nearest tens, and I ask you, okay, round off 7 to nearest tens. So 7, is it close to 0 or is it close to 10? Let us see. So 7 is 6 steps away from 0. Yes, look here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So 6 steps away from 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then it has to reach 0. But what about 7? After 7, 8, 9, 10. So only 3 steps away from 10. So it is estimated to nearest tens by writing 7 as the estimation of 7. Okay. So 7 is estimated as 10. So this is how we tell, okay, what is estimation, to round off to nearest tens or nearest 100. For example, when I ask you 22, round off to nearest tens. So what are the tens, children? So tell me the tens, skip tens, the counting, okay, the skip counting of tens. Tell me 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120 and so on, right? So these are the tens. What are these? Tens. What about hundreds? 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1000, 1100, 1200 and so on. Yes, to infinity. So you understood what are tens and what are hundreds, children? Yes. So when I ask you to estimate 22 to nearest tens. Okay. So what you should do? Yes, the 20 and 30. So 22 is either close to 20 or it is close to 30. Yes. So it is very far away from 10 and 40. So you have to estimate 22 to nearest tens. So tell me whether 22 is close to 20 or whether it is very nearby to 30. Let us see. So I will write 22. How many steps is it away from 20? How many steps is it? Sorry, I will write here. So 22. Let us see the nearest tens. Okay. 222 are 20 and 30. Yes, children. It is close to both 20 and 30. So, to which it is very close. From 22 to 20, only 2 steps, right? That is after 20, 21 and 22. So, only 2 steps away. But what about 30? Yes, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. It is 8 steps away. We have to, yes, 22 has to go 8 steps forward to go near 30. But it have to go only 2 steps backward. Yes, children. So, please remember this, backward and forward. So, hope you all know backward and forward counting of numbers. Yes, for example, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These all are the forward counting of numbers. I am giving an example. Then 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So, this is the backward counting of numbers. Yes. So, I am telling 22 should go 2 steps backward, only 2 steps away, yes, to reach 20, but it has to move 8 steps forward to reach 30. So to which tens it is close? 22 is very close to 20. So when I ask you to estimate 22 to nearest tens, so you have to, the estimation of 22 you have to write in sentence. So or else you have to write when 22 is estimated to tens, don't write this, to nearest tens, then what do we get? We get, yes, 20. 22 is estimated as 20. This is known as estimation. Understood? So, when I ask you 60 to convert, okay, 60 or 63 to estimated, to make it as hundreds. So, which are the hundreds? 100, starting from 100 we have to do, yes, 100, 200, 300 and so on. These are the hundreds, yes, 1000, 100, 1200, these all are hundreds. So when I ask you to, yes, estimate 60 or 63 or 42 to nearest hundreds, what you will do? Yes, again we have to compare how many steps it is away, to which it is very close to. So 60, 63 and all, it is very close to hundreds, right? So it is only 40 steps or only, yes, 37 steps away from 100, 63. So yes children, so you can, 63 is written as, 63 is estimated to nearest hundreds by rounding it off. We are rounding it off, that's why I am writing. We are rounding it off to 100, okay. If it is 42, then we will round it off to 0 because it is close to 0 than to 100. Yes. So, the numbers that comes after 5 children, it is close to tens. So, we can easily, that is 5, after 5 or whatever, after 15 and all, they are close to the tens that comes forward. But what about the numbers before 5, up to 4 and all, 4 or 14. So these numbers before 5. So before 5 and before 15, before 25 and all these numbers are close to tens that comes, yes, before them. Okay, they are close to them that comes before them. So backward counting we will do. Yes, understood? So similarly even for hundreds also. So if I ask you, yes, look here. Here we are asking making hundreds. That means we are rounding it off to nearest hundreds. So how many steps it is away from the nearest 100 we will see and then we will round it off. For example, look here, one more example I will give you. Yes, that is 112. Okay, yes, 112. So, tell me which are the hundreds which are close to 112. 100 and 200. So children, 100 and 200 are very close to 112. So 112 is only 12 steps away from 100. But it is how many steps away from 200? Yes, let us see an easy method. You all know subtraction, right? So 200 minus 112. So you all know subtraction. That is 0 minus 2 can be. These are the numbers in ones place, tens place and hundreds place. Yes, we have to first starts the addition and subtraction always from the right hand side, that is from ones place. So 0 minus 2 can be? No. Then we have to, yes, borrow one number from the next digit which is in the highest place value, which is in the higher place value. So the 0 in the ones place, yes, should ask or should take one, okay, one digit from the next number in the next place value. Even that is also 0. So again, this 0 in tens place should borrow 1, okay, from the next digit which is in hundreds place. So that is 2. So 2 becomes 1 and here it will give 1 to tens place, right? So again 10 should give one number to, yes, one digit to which one? To the 0 in ones place. So it becomes 9 and this becomes 10. 10 minus 2. You all know, right, children? Yes, very good. 10 minus 2. 10 on your fingers. 10 minus 2 is 8. 9. This is 9. 9 minus 1 is 8 and 1 minus 1 is 0. So it is 88 steps away from 200 and only 12 steps away from 100. So to which I should round it off? It has to be rounded off to the nearest hundreds. That is 112 becomes 100. Okay, this is known as estimation. Yes, children, did you understand? Yes, so what is estimation? You understood? Rounding it off to nearest tens or nearest hundreds or nearest thousands. In the similar way, when you, yes, go to higher classes or in the next lessons, we will get to know what is estimating to nearest thousands also. Yes, now look here in the textbook. What will you add to 354 to make 400? Because look, they are asking what will you make, okay, what you will do to make 354. Let me write 354 here. Yes, to make 400. So it has to be estimated to 400. So what should I do? Should this, okay, be added or should it be subtracted? Look here, children. From 400 I am asking. So if it is going forward further, if it is forward counting of numbers, that's why I told you what is forward and backward counting. You have to be thorough with it. Okay. So 354 to 400, is it forward counting or backward counting of numbers, children? Yes, it is forward counting, right? So if it is forward counting, okay, listen carefully. If it is forward counting when we are rounding it off, then it should be added. Yes. And backward counting means it is losing. That means backward, if it is going to 300, if at all, for an example I am telling you, if it is going to 300, then it should be subtracted, taken away, subtracted. So this part you have to be thorough with. So if it is moving further, we have to give, right, to 354. Some number should be added, should be given to make it 400. But if and all, if 354 moves to 300, it has to be rounded off to 300, means the number should be taken away from. Hence, it has to be subtracted. Yes, children? So, now, so to make 354, 400. To make this, to round it off 354 as 400, what we have to do? We have to add, right? So, how much number is added? They are asking. So, how much will you add? What is the number that you add to make 400? They are asking. So, what you have to do? 400 minus 354. That is, yes, 10 minus 4, because this becomes 3, this becomes 10 and again 9 and again 1. So, we are borrowing the number from the digit in the higher place value. Yes, 10 minus 4 is what? 6. 9 minus 5 is 4. 3 minus 3 is 0. So 46. So 46 is the number that should be added to make it as 400. But what about 300? 300 if this has to be rounded off to 300. So for that also what you have to do? Yes, this comes above 354. From 354 we are taking away what? The number to which it is moving backwards. Yes, so here it is moving backwards, right? So that number is subtracted, the smaller number, and here it is moving forward, right? So to know how many steps it is moving forward, again the number that is moving forward is subtracted from the destination. It has to be rounded off. So the smaller number is subtracted, right children, from the bigger number. Yes, to know how many steps it is moving forward or whether it is moving backward. So look here. So again I am subtracting 354. Okay, minus 300. That is I am subtracting this 300 from 354. 4 minus 0 is 4. 5 minus 0 is 5. 3 minus 3 is 0. So it is moving 54 steps backwards. Yes. It has to move 54 steps backwards to round it off to 300. So children, whether 54 is greater or 46 is greater? Tell me whether 54 or 46. We are comparing it. So when I ask you to tell whether this is greater, this number or this number is greater, what we are doing? We are comparing. Okay? We are comparing. So 54 is greater than 46. So do you remember the sign of greater and lesser and all? Greater than means this sign. Yes, we tell 54 is greater than 46. We use this sign to say greater than, is greater than. And when 46 is lesser than 54, that means this sign represents, it tells us, that means is lesser than. Yes, and is equal to means they are same. This sign means is equal to. So you know these signs, right? This means is lesser than. This sign means is greater than. So what we are doing, we are comparing. When I am asking you which is small, which is big, which is lesser, which is greater, I am asking you to compare it by using these signs, whether it is equal to or whether it is greater than or whether it is lesser than. So I am asking you to compare it. Now here, yes, what will you add to 354? To make 400, we have to add, yes, how many? We have to add 46 to 354 to make it as 400, right? So, look, 354, 46 should be added, right? 46 should be added for 354 to make it as, yes, sorry, 400. So 46 means what? How many tens and how many ones are there in this 46? 4, 6, 46. Yes, 6 is in ones place, 4 is in tens place, isn't it children? Yes, that means what? When you expand it, okay, how you will write? In the expanded form. Do you remember? Yes, 40 plus 6 or 4 tens plus 6 ones. That means what? 4 tens means what? 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. 4 times I am adding 10. That is the meaning of 4 tens. If I write 7 tens, that means 7 times I am adding tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, totally 7 times I am adding tens. That means 7 tens. So, here, look here. 46 means 4 tens and 6 ones. That means 1 plus, look here. 6 ones means 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. So 6 times I am adding here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 times I am adding ones. Understood? Yes. So 4 tens means 40. That is 4 tens. Right? 4 into 10. 10 times I am adding. Times means into. 4 into 10 is also 40. What is multiplication, children? Yes. Do you remember what is multiplication actually? So here if you see, I am telling you 4 into 10 means 4 tens are 40. Yes. And here what I have done here? Yes. 4 times I have added tens. 10 plus 10 plus 10 plus 10. That also gives you 40. Yes. So what is the meaning of multiplication? It is nothing but repeated addition. Yes. Repeated addition. Understood? Yes. So now, hence, instead of repeating my addition, this is the easy step. So, how many times we have to add? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, which number we have to add? 10. So, 10 into how many times we are adding? 4. Gives you 40. So, the number you have to add for several times. The number that you are adding repeatedly, that number into how many times you are adding, that number, if you multiply them both, you will get the answer. So that is multiplication. So here 4 tens and 6 ones, that means 6 into 1. Yes, gives you this one, right? 40 plus 6. So here what they are doing here? Yes, now they are telling you, yes, now make it to nearest 400 by drawing the blocks. So how many are there? Actually in one line there are 10 blocks, right? So 1, 10, 20, do the skip counting of, yes, tens. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Yes. Now how many more you want? You want another 40 more. 4 more 10 blocks. 4 into 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is already there. Add 4 more 10 blocks. That means, yes, even this should be completed. I will write in pencil. I am showing it to you. No need to write in a pencil. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That means I am adding 10, 20, 30, 40. Here, I need to add 40. I need to get 46 should be added, right? That is 40 plus 6. So, 4 blocks of, yes, 4 blocks of 10 units. And then, what I have to add? I should get, now I got only 300 and how much? How much did I get now? Yes, another 6 more should be added, right? To make it 400. So, next to it, okay, I am going to give only 6 units, 6 cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Understood? Yes. So, here they have done the same thing. Okay, children. So, first they are adding 6, they are giving 6 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, and then they drew 4 more blocks for 4 more blocks of 10 blocks. Okay, that is, in each block there are how many units, how many cubes? 10. So they have extended this. Why? Because one block, I told you, it will have 100, right? Yes, and now it is to nearest 100. That is, now it is 400. Here if you see, children, you will, yes, get to know. Look, they have added 6 here, and then 10, 20, 30, 40. Yes, they have colored it in dark yellow so that you will get to know the difference. How many, yes, how many cubes we have added to round it off to nearest 400. Yes, children, did you understand? Any doubts? So, you should know the expanded form, and you must know the place value properly, and you must also know why we will, yes, use multiplication for repeated addition. And children, this main part you should know while doing estimation, while making hundreds or while making tens. You must know, like, yes, whether you have to move forward or whether you have to move backward, whether you have to do addition or whether you have to do subtraction, and then how you will do to find out how many steps it has moved forward or whether how many steps it has moved backward. So how will you find, children? By doing subtraction, by taking away the number. Okay, from the bigger number you are taking away the smaller number. So these points you have to keep it in your mind. Okay, yes, and look here, draw more blocks to make 500. Fill in the missing numbers. So here 425 is given. So we have to make 425 to 500, right? Yes. So what we are doing, I want all of you to take out your classworks now. Yes? Yes, children, did you take out your notes now? Yes, and you have completed, right, whatever I have done in my previous class. Okay, these two, whichever means I have asked you to write it in your classwork. Yes, children, now I want all of you to write down the question. Okay, write the question number. Write today's date also. Yes, before you write today's date here in the corner, and then write question number. Now, write what will you add, yes, to 425 to make 500. Yes, are we adding or are we subtracting, children? 425 is moving forward, right? So we are adding some number, and what is the number we are adding? Let us find out. Okay, step 1, write like this, an arrow mark. Okay, write 425 plus dash is equal to 500. So what is the number that comes here? Let us find out. How will you find out? Okay, so what you have to do is, let this blank be left here like this. Only this number should be moved to here. Okay, so I will tell you one more rule of that. So for example, 3 plus dash is equal to 12. Okay, so can you see, children? So don't write this. Wait for a while and just look here. 3 plus 12 is equal to 3 plus dash, is equal to 12. So what I have to do? Let this dash remain here itself, because we have to find out what number comes here. Yes? Yes? So let the dash be here itself. Okay, so it is staying there itself and the equal sign is here only. Now I'm moving this 3, I'm shifting this 3 to this side. Why? To find out what number comes here. When I'm shifting this 3 to this side, what will happen? What is the sign of 3, children? It is plus. Okay, the sign of 3 is plus if nothing is written. Okay, so if no sign is written in front of a number, that means plus sign. There is -3 also, -2 also, -100 also. There are numbers, okay, -100 and all, as 100, 200, 300 and all. There are numbers, okay, known as -100, -200 and so on. They are called as integers. Okay, what are they called? Integers. But don't worry, you will learn about it in the higher classes. Don't worry about this. The only thing is, okay, each and every number has a sign. Sign means plus sign, minus sign, into sign, divided by sign. This is into, this is divided by sign. So these are the signs that we use, right, for addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. So in the similar way, each and every number, okay, other than 0, all the numbers have signs, and you know they have only these two signs, either plus sign, that is positive number, and minus sign, that is negative number. So all numbers have either plus sign or minus sign. Yes. So now don't worry about that. So if no sign is written in front of a number, for example, we will write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on, right? Will we give signs here? Yes, +1, +2, will we tell like that? No. That means actually if there is no sign here, okay, or if we do not tell any sign before telling the number, we are just telling 1, 2, 3. That means it is +1, +2, +3, +4, +5, +6 and so on. That means they all are positive integers and they have a sign. That is a plus sign. If no sign is written in front of any number, that means they have a sign called plus. Okay? Yes? So that is the rule. And now, when +3 is shifted to this side, to the, okay, after equals, so it changes its sign. Its sign of plus is changed to the opposite, that is minus. Okay, this one, it is changed to minus. If it is -3 and it is shifted after the equal sign, if it is moved towards the other side of the equal sign, that means -3 becomes +3. Now don't worry about that. Here +3, right, it is. So 3 plus dash, that means +3. When it is moved or shifted to the other side of the equals, is equal to sign. Okay, even is equal to is also a sign. Yes. So that means what? It changes its sign of plus to minus. That means it becomes -3. Understood, children? Yes, it becomes -3. That means 12 minus 3 is what? Yes, 12 minus 3 is what? Tell me soon. That is 8, right? So before 12, 11. Yes, children, 12 minus 8 is what? You will tell before 12 or what? Yes, you will tell before 12, right? And then you will do the counting, you know, right, children? The subtraction of the numbers, addition of numbers and all. Excuse me. So it becomes 8. And now the blank, okay, that is 8. The answer we get here is the number in the blank. Understood? Do you want me to teach one more example? Yes. I will teach you one more example, a simple example. So, when it is moving to the other side, okay, when it is shifted to the other side of the is equal to sign, then it changes its sign. Okay, so here next I will give you two simple numbers. I will show you two simple numbers. 4 plus dash is equal to 52. Yes, 4 plus dash is equal to 52. So what number will come here? That you have to find out. Yes, so for that, let this number be here only. Only 4 should be moved from here to this side. So it becomes 52. Yes, when 4 is moved to this side, what happens? Now it is plus 4, right? As I told you the rule. So when it is shifted to the other side of the is equal to sign, it becomes minus 4. Yes. So now do the subtraction. That is 5 becomes, do here in the working column. Show me the whatever you are doing, whatever work you are doing in the working column neatly like this. So 2 has to borrow 1 from the next digit in the highest place value. It becomes 4 and this becomes 12. Now again 12 minus 4. What 12 minus 4 is? 7. So yes children, 12 minus 4 is 8, right? So now I have written 7. Sorry children. So 12 minus 4 is 8. So how will you do subtraction? So before 12, 11, you will keep 4 on your fingers, right? 11, 10, 9, 8. So that is the number. And then 4 minus 0. If there is nothing, that means 0. Write 0. So children, 1 second. I think so I have done here also wrong. The subtraction. 12 minus 3 is 9. Sorry. Okay. So 12 minus 3 is 9. This blank is 9. Excuse me children, I had to drink water, so I was distracted. So 12 minus 3 is 9. So how you will do subtraction? Before 12. So you have to tell before 12 and then keep this number on a finger. So before 12 is, yes, 11, 10 and 9. That number is the answer. Okay. So do the subtraction. And now here I am doing the subtraction. I got the answer as 8. So that is the number that we have to write in the blank. So is equal to 8. Therefore 4 plus 8. Now put a, yes, give a dash, underline it. So that is the answer you have found. Is equal to 52. So this is the step you have to do. Understood? Yes. Now shall we move on to this? So here, now take your classworks. Start writing. 425 plus dash is equal to 500. So which number, which number will come here? Is equal to 425 is moved to that side. Yes. So that means 500 minus 425. Okay. So now do the subtraction in the working column. Yes, 500 minus 425. That means what? This becomes 4. This becomes 10s and again it becomes 9 and 10. So it is borrowing a number, right? So in that procedure, this became 4 and 9. So 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 2 is 7. 4 minus 4 is 0. That is equal to 75. So you all are writing this, right? Yes, you have to write this and show me the step like this. And then, therefore, 425 plus 75 is equal to 500 and 75 you have to underline it. Yes, children? So here, 425 plus 75 is equal to 500. Okay? Yes? So next, what number should be added to 680 to make 700? Yes? Write that question. Write the same question in your notebook. Okay? What number should be added to 680 to make 700. Write the question, children. Yes, and then now write the answer here. So put an arrow mark here. You have to show step by step. 680 plus dash, that is question mark, is equal to 700. Therefore, dash is equal to 700 minus 680. So, you have to write this, children, in your classwork. 700 minus 680, 0. This becomes 6 and this becomes 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. 6 minus 6 is 0. That is equal to 20. Okay? Therefore, 680 plus 20, underline 20, is equal to 700. Yes, children? So, look here. This one in CW, I have shown you now. Even this also in CW. Yes? Now, write the number shown by place value blocks. Draw more blocks to 600. So, here, this is one block of 100. 100, 200, 300. Now, how many more blocks should be written? So, write question number 3. Write the question, children. I am not writing it. You have to copy it, okay, from the textbook. Write question number 3. And then, okay, so how many more blocks you have to write of hundreds? Let's see. There are only 3 blocks of hundreds. That means 100, 200, 300. Yes, are you seeing here? Question number 3. 100, 200, 300. There are 3 blocks here. Now, that means 300 plus what? Gives you 600. Okay, that means is equal to, dash is equal to 600 minus 300. That is, look here, when you write it in the working column, yes, you will never get a chance to do mistake. So, 0 minus 0 is 0, 0 minus 0 is 0, 6 minus 3 is 3. Okay? Yes. So, the answer is 300. So, 300, therefore, 300 plus 6, 300, underline it, is equal to 600. So, how many more blocks of 100 you should write here? You should write, yes, 3 more blocks of 100 cubes. So, each block has 100 cubes in it. Yes, you have to draw. So, draw 3 more blocks of hundreds. Another 3 blocks of same. Okay, in your textbook. And show me this part in your classwork. So, whatever I am writing here in this sheet, you should also write down in your classwork. Okay, children? Yes? So, now, move on to next question. What number should be added to make? Here, children, fourth one. What number should be added to make 900? Okay, last fourth one. So, write that also in classwork. Number 3 and number 4, write it in classwork, CW. Yes? So, what are you going to do now? For that, what step you are going to use? Fourth one. Yes, fourth one. Write the question. You have to write the question. I am not writing it. I am writing only answer. Then, yes, 899 plus dash is equal to 900. That means, show me the steps, children. It is very easy. That is 1, right? But show me the steps. Dash is equal to 900 minus 899. Yes? That means what? Look, it becomes 10. This becomes 9. Look here. I will show you here. That means you will get 1. 900 minus 899. Look, it has to borrow from the next. That is also 0. So, it goes here. This becomes 8. This becomes 10 and then again 9 and this becomes 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 9 is 0. 8 minus 8 is 0. Yes, that is equal to 1. Therefore, 89 plus 1 is equal to 900. Therefore, number 1 should be added to 900. Yes, number 1 should be added to 899 to make it as 900. So, understood children this part? Yes. So, shall I move to the next part? Yes, it is forming numbers. So, you all know the place values, right? So, now keep your classworks, notes aside. Keep it aside. And listen to me now. Forming numbers. So, here, when I ask you to compare any two numbers, yes, you will tell whether it is big or small. When I ask you 7 and 3, compare them. You will tell, yes, 7 is greater than 3. Or you will tell 3 is lesser than 7. Both are also right. Yes. Now, what I am asking you to do is, yes, use 7 and 3. We have to form the numbers. So, I am telling you, this is comparing. I am asking you to compare. When I ask you to compare, you will tell this. But when I ask you to form the numbers using 7 and 3, what you will do? Yes, you can form 73 by writing 7 in the tens place and 3. And then you can also write 37. So we are forming the numbers using these digits. These became digits now. The number 7 and number 3 became digits now once when we formed the numbers. Understood children? We are using two different numbers to form a number. Okay, so both the numbers are there and they became the digits of that number. And now 73, if it is written in the tens place, okay, there are two digits, that means there will be two place values. Yes, which are those two first place values children? That is ones and tens. If there are three numbers given, three different numbers, then there will be 100. Three place values will be there. If we ask you to, yes, form numbers using three different numbers. So, they will have three place values, and what are those? Ones, tens and hundreds. Yes. So, which is the highest place value among these? Yes, of course, hundreds. So, which is the highest place value in this? Tens, right? So, children, you have to learn about the place values also. You have to be thorough with it. Which is the highest place value and the lowest place value and so on. So, now, when I ask you to form the greater digit, the biggest number, by using these two numbers, you will tell 73. Why? Because which is the biggest number in 7 and 3? It is, of course, 7. 7 is greater than 3. And which is the highest place value? Tens. So, 7 should it should be put in the tens place. So, 7 is in the tens place and the smallest number is in the smallest place value, that is ones place. So, that time we will get the biggest number. Yes. But when I ask you to write the smallest number, what you will do? You will write the smaller number in the higher place value, that is tens. Tens is the highest place value. You are writing smaller number in the highest place value, that is 3, and then bigger number in the lower place value, that is 7. So 37 is the smallest number that can be written using the number 7 and 3. So this is all about forming numbers. So I can give you 3 numbers, I can give you 2 numbers. Yes children. So if I give you number 2, number 5 and number 6. Yes. So here we will get we can form a number of, yes, 3 place values, that is ones, tens and hundreds. So I'm asking you to write the smallest number and biggest number. Yes, so here smallest number and biggest number. So here smallest number means what? What I will do? Yes, there will be 3 place values, hundreds, tens and ones. Yes, so smallest number means now write hundreds, tens, ones, tens, hundreds. We have to write this way from right to left. Okay, from ones to hundreds. So for biggest number also write the place value ones, tens and hundreds, because there are 3 digits to be compared, so and to be formed. Okay, a 3-digit number. We can form 3-digit number, right? Yes. So to form the smallest number comes in the highest place value, that is 2. And the second smallest number comes in the second highest place value, that is 5 comes in tens place, and remaining 6 comes in the ones place. Similarly, to form the biggest number, the biggest number among these comes in the highest place value, that is 6. And next biggest number comes in the next highest place value, that is 5. And then the remaining number, the left out number, comes in the ones place, that is 2. So this is the smallest number and this is the biggest number that can be formed. Yes, we are forming numbers. Okay children, this is all about forming numbers. Now they have given here, okay, 1, 5 and 7, and they are trying to form as many numbers as possible by changing the places of the numbers, okay, under different place values. So children, how many numbers can be formed using 2, 5 and 6? So this is one number, this is second number, another number. So one more, hundreds, tens and ones, okay. So let the 1, 2 be here, okay, and then I will interchange this, the place of this. So 562. And next, yes, next is let the 5 remain in the tens place, okay, and then I will interchange this one, the numbers, the places of numbers under different place values. And similarly, how many more can I get? Yes, I can also get this one, right? I will write 5 here, then 2, 6 here, or else, yes, 5 under ones place, and then 6, 2, and so on. So I can get so many digits, right? The thing is, you should not get confused, yes, and you should interchange. You should change the places of the numbers under different place values to find out how many numbers can be formed. Okay, and now I want all of you to take out your class work. Yes children, so you have written up to here, right? So turn to next page, take out your class works, and now read this, okay, and write it as well. Write second main first one, right? Second main first one like this. Write the question, okay children, write the question. Make 6 different numbers using 492. So 4, 9, 2. Did you write the question? Make 6 digits using 4, 9, 2. Yes. So now we will write, okay, let 2 be in ones place, then 9 and 4, and 2 be in ones place. Okay, I am not changing the place of 2, I am only changing the place of these 2. That is, it is in ones place only. Yes, then comes tens and hundreds. That means 4 and 9. Here 9, 4 you have written. Here 4, 9. Yes. So did you write? And now one more. So Now next, I want you to write 9 in one's place and write 4 and 2, the other two numbers in the next two place values, and again 9 in one's place and 2, 4. Interchange the places of the numbers. And next, in the same way, now who should come? Which number should come in the ones place? Yes, number 4. Let number 4 come in ones place. Yes, 9 and 2. Then again let the same number comes in ones place. Okay children, that is 4. And now it becomes 2, 9. So understood? These are the 6 digits that can be formed using the numbers 4, 9, 2. Yes children. And now make the smallest and the greatest 3-digit number. So I have explained it to you. Yes, I want all of you to write this in your classworks. This one. So children, I want all of you to write this, make this point, okay? In classwork, I have taught you how you should form small digit number and greatest number. So because this is 3-digit, because there are 3 numbers, right? A number which has 2-digit, it is known as 2-digit number, and a number which has 3-digit in it is known as 3-digit numbers, and so on. So do this, okay? This mean also in your classwork. Then make the smallest and the greatest 3-digit number. I want you to write neatly the question. Yes, in your classworks like this, write the question and then write the answer down. Okay? Yes, you can write the place values. Okay, like this. You can write the place values if you have any confusions, so that there will be no chance for you to make any mistakes. Okay, and now, so this also CW, and also this, sorry children, yes. And now write true or false. We can write it here only. 875 is the greatest 3-digit number using 7, 5 and 8. So let me tell children, look here, 875. So which is the greatest number? 8. Yes, and look here, yes, 8 is the greatest number and it is in the highest place value. Yes, hundreds, ones, tens, hundreds. The greatest number is in the highest place value. The next greatest number is 7. That is also is in the next highest place value. And the remaining 5, the smallest number, is in the smallest place value. Yes, it is true. T-R-U-E, true, or T. Yes, similarly, 312 is the smallest 3-digit numbers using the digits 2, 1, 3. Let us see. So we have to write the smallest, right? So we have to write the smallest number in the highest place value. So which is the smallest number? 1. 1 is in the highest place value, children? No. 3 is there, right? So 1 should be in the highest place value. Next smallest number should be in the next highest place value, that is 2. And the last biggest number should be in the lowest place value. This should be in 1's place 3 should be, 10's place 2 and 100's place 1. So this is false. Yes, understood children? So I want all of you to be thorough with this lesson. Okay, then in my next class, yes, in my next class I will do this lesson, but by then I want to see all your completed notes. Yes, and all of you should be thorough with this lesson reviewing 3-digit number. If you are thorough with it, then it will be very easy for you. If you are thorough with the place values, and if you are thorough with the addition and subtraction of the numbers, and the, yes, signs that are used to compare the numbers. If you are thorough with these things and even the multiplication, the tables and all, then it will be easy for you to what? Learn maths and to do sums. Maths is really very easy and it is full of fun. So I will give you one homework, children. In your classwork, after writing all these means, that is 2, 3 and all, and even these means, whichever I ask you to do in your classworks, these means, yes, you have to write tables. Okay, so make a note of it in your homework book now and write tables in your classworks itself. So this is your homework. I want to see your homework also and your completed notes. So you can write tables from 2 to 15. I want all of you to write tables from 2 to 15 2 times. In your classwork only. In your classwork book only, children. Yes, you can make a note of it somewhere in your rough book, in your homework book. But I want you to write tables from 2 to 15 2 times in your classwork. Yes, children, thank you so much. So complete the notes also. Soon I will be starting the next lesson, children. Bye. Take care. Yes, children. Now you know how to form numbers. What is forming numbers? Yes, what are estimation? What is known as estimated numbers? What is known as rounding off the numbers and all? Yes, children. Very good. Now I want you to, yes, use these numbers. How many digits are given here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why there are 5 digits given here? Because, yes, the ones place ones and then the tens and then comes the hundreds. Yes, I am telling the place values, children. And then comes the thousands and then 10,000s. Yes. And then, children, which one? Lakh. Yes. So here, ones, tens, from right hand side we have to go, right? While writing the place value or while arranging the numbers in the place value and all. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, TTH, and then lakh. So here, just count how many place values are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 place values when we are learning numbers up to lakhs. Okay. Yes. So coming here, let us see how many numbers they have given here. Yes, that is 3, 2, 1, 9 and 6. Okay, they have given here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers, 5 different numbers. Now I want to compare the numbers. That is, tell me which is the bigger number, which is the smallest number. So while writing, okay, while writing it, how many place values should I write? Up to 10,000 I should write. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only up to 10,000 because there are only 5 digits. So let me first write up to 10,000. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. Yes, no need to write this. I am teaching you. First listen. I will tell later which one to write in your classwork. Yes, children. Now, here you have to compare. So, first let us form the biggest number. Yes, children. Let us form the biggest number. Okay. That is, now in this, which is the biggest number while comparing in these many given numbers in 5 different numbers, which is the biggest number, children? 9. So where I should write 9? In the highest place value, right? So here, which is the highest place value? 10,000. So I am going to write 9 under the highest place value. Then after 9, so I have written 9, so no need to repeat the step once again, no need of writing 9 once again because there is only one 9 here. Yes, next biggest number, which is the next biggest number? Yes, that is 6. So I have to write in the next place value, next highest place value, that is 6, that is thousands. Yes, so 6 is also done. Next, which is the biggest number? Next biggest number, 3, right? Among 3 to 1, 3 is the next biggest number. I'm writing it in the next highest place value, that is hundreds. So 10,000, 1000, next comes the hundreds place, which is the biggest place value, right? Among ones, tens and hundreds. So next, repeat the same thing for 2 and 1. So the next biggest number comes in the tens place, and the last left out number comes in the smallest place value. So if we arrange the numbers like this from big to small, okay, accordingly in the highest place value to the lowest place value, then we will get the biggest number. That is how we are forming the biggest number, right? Yes. So, no matter how many ever numbers they have given here, if we are thorough with the, yes, with this part, with this idea of arranging the numbers accordingly, then it will be easy for us to write. Similarly, write the lowest number using the same numbers, children. So, again I have to write the place values, okay? And now what I am doing, I am going to arrange the numbers this time from small to big, okay? Accordingly in the place values from the highest place value to the lowest place value. So the arrangement of numbers in the place values is same. I am arranging it from the highest place value to lowest place value. From here I will start to the lowest place value I go. But only difference is I am arranging it from small to big while I am forming the lowest number, and I am arranging it from big to small while I am forming the biggest number. Yes, so which is the smallest number among these? Okay, it is 1. So I will write 1 in the highest place value. The next smallest number in the next highest place value, that is 2. The next smallest number in the hundreds place value, that is 3. And the next smallest number is 6, that is in the next, okay, smallest place value, that is tens. And then the highest number in the lowest place value, that is 9. So this is how I get the lowest number and the biggest number. This is how the numbers are formed using different numbers. Okay, children? Yes, when they are forming, they become digits of this highest and lowest number, right? These are actually numbers. But when we use these numbers to form a big number and a small number, then they become digits, right? They are called the digits of that number. Yes, understood, children? So here, you know what? They are telling if it has 0. Okay, if the digits given has 0. For example, let me tell you. Okay, 4, 0, 7. I have given, yes. How many numbers have I given, children? Yes, I have given 3 numbers. And I am asking you to form lowest number and the highest number now. So, if there are 3 numbers given, how many place values will be there? Ones, tens, hundreds. There will be 3 place values. Yes, we have to always write it from right to left, from lowest place value to highest. Yes, that is the rule. And now, let me form the biggest number. Yes. To form the biggest number, what I will do? I will start comparing these given numbers. So, which is the biggest number among 4, 0 and 7? 7, right? So, I will write it in the hundreds place, in the highest place value. Then, which is the next highest number? Of course, 4, because 0 is there, which is very small, which is, yes, 0 means nothing, right? But it has a value in math, okay? Yes. So, next biggest number is 4. So, I will write in the next place value. and the left out 0, that is the smallest number, okay, in the ones place. So it is very easy to form the biggest number when 0 is there, when 0 is given in the question. But what you will do while writing smallest number? Yes, let me write the place value first. Okay, can you see now? Yes, what you will do while writing the smallest number, forming the smallest number. So, in the highest place value, I have to write the smallest number. If I write 0, that means nothing, right? So, I can't write 0 here. It will be wrong. That means if I write 0 and then if I write 4 and then if I write 7, that means 47 only. So, 0 is not at all used. So, how to use them? That is the question that comes to your mind, right, children? So, look here. First, I will see the smallest number, 0. Other than 0, which is the next smallest number, 4. So, I will write that 4 first in the highest place value. Then, immediately I will write 0 as soon as I write that. Okay? And then I will write the remaining digits, remaining numbers. Understood? Yes, while writing, look here, 2093. So, I have 4 numbers. Form smallest number. So, that means I have to write 4 place values up to thousands. So, now, which is the smallest number here? 0. Other than 0, next smallest number is 2. So, I'll write 2 in the highest place value and immediately after that, I will write 0 in the next place value. And now I will see the next smallest number, that is 3. And then the left out digit, that is the biggest number, yes, will go to the ones place. So this is how 0 is used, okay, while forming the numbers. While forming biggest number, it is not at all an issue. And now, if you understand this concept, then while forming the smallest number is also, yes, very easy for you. Yes, children. Now, look here. I want all of you to take out your notes, class works. Okay? Take out your class works. And now, look here. Form the greatest and smallest 5-digit numbers using the digits 8, 7, 1, 3 and 9. So, take out your class works, children. And now, look here. You have to write Q1. Okay? And copy the question. Write Q1. Yes. And then copy the question. What is the question? Yes. Form the yes, greatest, form the greatest and smallest. Yes, children, I am writing only this question. The other questions you have to write on your own. 5-digit number using, yes, using the digits. Write with me now only. The digits 8, 7, 1, 3 and 9. Yes. So now what you will do? You have to see how many digits are given, how many numbers are given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have to write 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 place values. Yes, they are asking greatest and smallest number. So write twice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, and 5 place values. Yes, up to 10,000. And now, while forming the big number, what you will do? Yes, you will compare these numbers. Take the highest number among these. That is 9. In the highest place value. Then you are arranging the numbers from big to small in the place values here. From highest place value to lowest place value. So 9, 8, then comes 7, then comes 3 and then comes the smallest number 1. Yes, we are arranging from big to small. Okay. Under the place values from big to small again. Yes. And then in the same way, now we are arranging the numbers from small to big. Okay. From the highest place value to lowest place value to get smallest 5-digit number. That means which is the small number here? 1. Next small number is 3. Then comes 7, then 8 and then the biggest number 9. Therefore, you have to write like this. Therefore, biggest number is 98,731 and smallest number. So I want all of you to write neatly like this, step by step. Smallest number is 13,789. Okay? Yes. So next, in the same way, children, using the digits. So this one you have to do in classwork. Yes, in the same way, using these digits 4, 5, 0, 2, 4 and 6. You have to form any 5, 6 digit numbers without repeating any digit. That means we are using one digit only for one time. Yes. Now, the greatest 6-digit number. This one you can write any 6 digit. It might be smallest, biggest or any number. It should have 5 digits in it and you should not repeat. You should not write any number more than one time. Okay, that is called as repeating. So for example, yes, next you have to write Q2. Yes, and you have to copy the question. Okay, here I will not write the question, you write. And under that A. Yes. Now again copy the question. Any 5, 6 digit number without repeating any digit. And under that, okay, you have to write 6 digit means how many place values will be there? Up to lakhs. So write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Up to lakhs it goes. But don't write in the margin and all. Write little bit in the middle. Nothing should go inside the margin. Okay? Yes. And now, how many digits are given in the question? 4, 5, 0, 2, 4 and 6. Yes. So let me write the question here. 4, 5, 0, 2, 4 and 6. You should write the whole question. Don't write like this. And now, yes, any 6-digit number without repeating means I will write 6, 0, okay, 4, 2 and then, yes, what and which number I have left out? 5 and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So here 6 is used, 0 is used, 4, 2, 5. Okay. And then here this 4 I have used it here. Now I will write this 4 here. Because they have given 2 4s, I am repeating it. I am not using 5 2 times. I am not using 2 2 times because there is only one digit given here. I am not repeating it. Okay? Yes. Now you have. So children understood, right? So I am not writing the numbers 2 times. I am using all the number only one time. And next you have to write the B part and C part. Okay. Read the question, that is form the greatest 6-digit number. I have explained it to you. Write this and this. Write the smallest and greatest numbers. Okay. This question number 2 whole thing in your classwork. And now this one. Form any 3 numbers using all the digits and without repeating a digit in a number. Here, what are they asking? Yes, you have to form 3 numbers from each question. Copy the question, write A, B, C, D in your classworks. Yes, I will show one for you. Okay, if it is question number 3 and then A, right? The question is 7, 9, 6, 3. So they're asking form any 3 numbers. Form any 3 numbers means I can either form 9, 3, 6, 7. That means 9,367 I get. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Because there are 4 numbers given here, 4 digits. Yes, I got a thousands number, right? And then I am forming, okay, another number. I should not repeat that set. Okay, I should not write the same number. And then I should not use the same number more than one time. So then I write 3,697. So one more number I write 7,936. So here I have not repeated 3 2 times. I have not written 7,933. Yes? Did I? No, right? So that is how you have to write. They are not asking to write highest number or smallest numbers and all. They are just asking you to write or form any 3 numbers using all the digits for only one time, not more than one time. Yes? So do this main also. And next, the last one, form the smallest number and greatest number. Now you have to form only smallest and greatest number, and you have to use all the digits only once, not more than one time. Yes, this also in your classwork. I have taught you, right? So please do all these mains in your classwork and show it to me. Okay children, in this week itself I want to see all your completed classworks. Yes, thank you so much. If you have any doubts, please send it through the WhatsApp. Okay, send it to the WhatsApp group so that I will get back to you. Thank you kids. Have a good day. Stay safe. Bye.